This is the Kampa Hayling 4 polycotton classic model for 2020. Polycotton stands for the material quality on this tent. So the polycotton material is more breathable, brilliant in hotter climates. It allows the tent to breathe and allow it to air during the day. So you'll find first thing in the morning when the temperature increases in your camping site and your kids wake up because they're warmer in their sleeping bags, this material will breathe better. The weaves open, allowing the hot air to circulate through the material. It's cooler at night time as well. You won't notice that benefit as much unless you've got bad sleeping bags, but it does increase in temperature a little bit. The Hayling 4 comes with a footprint for the out part area in the porch, which comes as standard. It clips into the four corners of the front area. It has a zipper here in the front, which will allow you to put on a 1.8 metre canopy. Optional extra comes in classic material to match your tent. There's also a polyester version of it, so you can decide which material you want it to go on to. Best probably keeping the polycottons all together. If you don't go with the canopy, there's also a zip-on vestibule for the front of it, which is like a full blocking door, zips right over, closes it off, has windows in it, and a large door which opens up in several different locations to give you optimal use. That's, I think, one of the most important uses of the vestibule is to close off this space inside, so it means that the space is more usable. You're not going to get the wind and the rain splashing in at different angles. You're going to get better use of this area, so you can leave cooker stands, ice boxes and stuff closed off at night time away from your internal living space area. There's also a mesh vestibule available for the Hayling 4 too. The mesh vestibule is in one model only, polyester. There's not a polycotton version of it, so it's adaptable to both tents. So you can zip it on at this point, or you can put on your canopy and then the vestibule, or you can put several canopies, so this tent can be built on. It's one of the larger 4-berths I've seen on the market. The Kampa tent is very, very good. The tent is 210 centimetres tall, so good headroom. Proper 4-berth bedroom with a zip divider. It's got blackout bedrooms inside. I'm going to go in and show you all those features now. On the outside we have buckle webbing straps instead of the standard guy ropes you might be used to on other tents. The webbing strap is really easy to use. Of course I have it in a knot now. It's very easy to use and simple to peg out. Pegs from the tent straight out to a pegging point like that and giving you good tension to the tube. You don't want to over tension. To do that will bend my tube, so you make sure you have it at a good standard 90-degree angle from the tent and no further. If the wind is coming at a different angle, you may have to brace it in different ways to suit that. Kampa also have a really quick pegging system. On all four corners there's a blue webbing strap. So you peg them first, then you pump it, and then you can go around and do the rest of them. We'll go inside now and see the features of the Hayling 4. Now for the internal features of the Hayling 4 polycotton or classic metal for 2020. I hope you can see everything now from the camera. So the front door is a D-shaped door. The panel opening into this door does open completely flat. It has a large Velcro piece that will overloop onto the ground sheet for the front. That, when it's pulled up at night time, clips to the two corners of the inside of the door and Velcros to the inside of the door. So it gives you a fairly good close at night time. It is a flat entrance point to give wheeled access. This makes it more accessible and less tripping going in and out of the door. So in my opinion, I think it's a great feature. It's up to you to decide after that, but I think it's very good. There is two doors. You have your polycotton door and you have a full mesh door, so you have a full screen door here for the mosquitoes and for ventilation and such. All the windows, once you step inside the main area of the tent, will have curtains on it. They're all zipped curtains, so you can decide at what point you want to stop off the window. So if you wake up in the morning and you're still in your pajamas and you don't want everybody on the campsite to see, you can zip up the windows to suit how much light you want to let into your tent. Roll it back down then and pockets away. And each of the windows have a little fastener. The outside porch area or canopy area will not have zip windows or any kind of blocking, just so you know. So the external place here will always have light coming into it. I forgot to mention earlier on that if you buy an additional canopy for any of the Hayling 4 tents or the Hayling 6, each canopy will come with its own ground sheet. So you'll get an additional ground sheet on the next canopy and so on and so forth if you buy more. There's a very large window to my left here. We'll have a cable entry point coming into the tent at that point. And on my right then is a large entrance door with another cable entry point, and this door will have a mesh panel. So again, you've got full ventilation here and full ventilation here, and a small pocket of ventilation just over the window at night time. The polycotton doesn't tend to condensate as much as polyester, but it's great to have ventilation. The more the better. The Kampa tents, all since 2017, I believe, have been tailored to take a lighting system. So they call it Saber Flex. So the lighting system just simply velcros on, hope you can see this, to the internal part of the tubes. They am after dismantling it now. One then connects to another, so you buy an add-on, or a starter first of all, and then you buy an add-on after that. So the Hayling 4 takes two, has a 5 metre length of flex, so plenty of cable to go from each tube system, and they can actually be folded up with the tent if you like to leave them on. It's a small enough amount of cable, and so it won't bulk up the bag or anything like that. They have a dimmer switch on, so you can decide how big or how bright or you want it or not. The bedrooms to the back are two berths. There is a full, all the way around zip divider between the bedrooms, and on the front door and on that panel in between, it's pure blackout material. So in the morning, if you've got younger kids especially, the blackout bedroom really does help. So dark at night time that you actually cannot see the zipper. I've slept in the Kampa tents myself with the polycotton material, and I literally couldn't find the zip, it got so dark. So prior to that, I never had blackout bedrooms, and I always said I could live without it, but now having tried it, it is a really nice feature. The bedroom, this is an older bedroom we just have in our display model here just for the moment, but they have done a rollover on the bedrooms and they've dropped them down now. So basically this grey material touches the floor, gives you a much lower entrance point to the bedrooms. They never stated as to why they did it, but my opinion was the fact that a lot of children tend to step on doors on their way in and out and step in the zips, and then it was causing a few warranty issues, I would imagine. So they've dropped the bedrooms, and most of the suppliers have actually done the same. There's the storage pockets in here at the front, plenty of room for your pajamas and bits and pieces. Just do be careful not to hang too much weight. And there is storage pockets on the inside of the bedrooms if you want to put a mobile phone or a book or a torch at night time. There is optional extras for the Hayling 4 are carpets, footprints, zip-on canopies, zip-on mesh vestibules, and zip-on full door vestibules. The Saber Flex lights would be another additional extra. And that's it for the Kampa Hayling 4. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.